Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Today is Twin Peaks time. Dreams, nightmares. I do have a Twin Peaks playlist, but I haven't posted in over a year because a lot of you didn't seem to be really interested in it as my channel was growing. More kind of fashion-related topics kicked in. Although I have to say, Twin Peaks to me is one of the highest and utmost respected kind of reference points for style in general. And David Lynch has a very acute sense for aesthetics. Not just because he needed the money, but I mean, posthumously to the Twin Peaks era, he made a lot of perfume reviews. I do the perfume reviews. He made a lot of perfume ads and commercials, including Opium for Yves Saint Laurent, and commercials for during the John Galliano era at Christian Dior for the Miss Dior bag as well. Gorgeous video. You could just YouTube it. David Lynch, Miss Dior bag. Christian Dior. But anyway, I really mention Twin Peaks a lot in my Instagram profile, sometimes also on Twitter. It's when I talk about fragrances, Sycamore by Chanel, the Eau de Toilette, not the Eau de Parfum, is such a symbol to me of underneath the sycamore trees, a symbol of Twin Peaks because of specifically the song Underneath the Sycamore Trees, and you should check that song out as well. Incredible, gives me goosebumps all the time, every time I hear it. But allegedly Judas was hung underneath a sycamore tree. So sycamore tree is very symbolic for a lot of reasons. But anyway, so what are we talking about? Well, we're talking about Twin Peaks today. First of all, I kind of haven't mentioned that I did mention the book on Instagram. Technically, you're not allowed to show these things out of copyright reasons unless you don't review them. So books especially. So let's review the cover of this book. I'm actually promoting it. You should be happy, Mr. Mark Frost. And Flatiron Books. The cover is beautiful. You open it up and basically you have the owl on the cover. It's called The Secret History of Twin Peaks. It's a canvasy material, black print, dark green print, very mossy, very reminiscent of Pierre Cardin's how would you call it? His iconic or symbol color. I'm missing the right word. This is the book. Also available as a set of CDs to listen to read by Arthur Bishop, Len Carrillo, Mark Frost himself. Mark Frost is the co-creator of Twin Peaks together with David Lynch. David Patrick Kelly, Matt Hostler, Robert Knepper, I would say Knepper, Kyle MacLachlan, Mr. Special Agent Dale Cooper himself. By the way, for the occasion, I'm wearing my sheriff's badge in tribute to Mr. Truman. Now, the sheriff of Twin Peaks, who apparently is not coming back because he was not listed in the over 250-member cast of Twin Peaks Season 3, still, Harry S. Truman is the character I will probably be missing the most, together with the Log Lady, if, of course, she were not to come back. Now, I'm not going to get into all the nitty-gritty details because who is into Twin Peaks should watch this video. If you're not into Twin Peaks, you might kind of fall off the wagon because there are things that I'm going to say that do mean that they imply that you understand what we're talking about. So anyway, the Log Lady will not be joining us in Twin Peaks Season 3, except for possible, hopefully, because she is listed in the cast credits, for some cameo, for a little bit, snippets here and there, maybe the openings, maybe she will be, opening for us every episode with little nuggets of wisdom that she gave us after the first and second season were actually aired on TV. Those things were shot later on, these kind of intros for every episode. But, I'm hoping for something like that. I really, really am going to miss her as an actress. She was incredible, and it really hurts my heart and soul to know that she has passed away. Miguel Ferrer as well. This is something. People ain't getting younger, but I have the feeling that in general, everybody in this range of between 60s and mid 70s kind of passed away in 2016, and of course now beginning of 2017. And it's very, very painful to watch thankfully, within all the pain of losing these incredible people, we have kind of the hope. Now I'm quoting, Carrie Fisher, his Princess Leia, another incredible human being we lost in 2016. I hope that kind of their life and their inspiration towards the rest of us, or for the rest of us, keeps shining and keeps kind of glowing and keeps kind of making us go further, as we live with them or through their acting and through their emotions, as we live the lives of these characters, and also, as we, through their emotions on the screen, whether it be the small screen, the big screen, silver screen, whatever screen you're watching it on, that through their emotions and characters that we manage to also live a part of their dreams. And I'm saying dreams because we are in the setting of the Red Room, where kind of dreams can come true. I do advise you to purchase the Twin Peaks entire mystery Blu-ray set. It has been re-edited, not re-edited, I mean it's the same set, but it has been refurbished, let's put it that way. There is a new box set that came out. It's not this kind of hard cover box as the first edition was. You can still find the first edition as well. It is a bit more expensive, but there's also a cheaper Blu-ray version of the entire mystery box. It's amazing. I would definitely suggest it to everybody. I will be posting an affiliates link in the description box down below, so if you're interested in getting it on Amazon in the different countries where it is available, you could check it out in the link below. But what I wanted to say about this dream sequence, and here we have in blue hues, blue and black hues, the Red Room with the blue rose, the mysterious blue rose. Okay, let's begin with something super abstract, the blue rose. And before I talk about the blue rose, I want to mention James and Cameron, by the way, of Obnoxious and Anonymous. I love you guys. I do not follow many channels. I do follow yours. I do not comment because sometimes I feel that a lot of you say so much and you're so fulfilling the need in me to listen that there's no need to add anything. But also because sometimes I do not wish to participate in what maybe other viewers or subscribers might comment. And I've noticed this also in the past on my own Twin Peaks videos when I was posting them. Some fans are extremely aggressive, and I don't like that. My channel is all about love and respect. So if something nasty comes along, I cut it, I delete it, it's gone. Because what you guys show on Obnoxious Anonymous is pure love and passion, and that's what I love. So to me, the video is the essence. The comments, some are good, some are bad. I'm sure you also filter them through. You don't let every idiot post whatever the heck he or she wants to, because sometimes it's just pure hate, But anyway, so I'm talking to you too, guys, because about the blue rose, I've never heard you mention this in one of your videos, but I'm like obsessed with the scene when so it is after the funeral, spoiler, maybe not spoiler, of Laura Palmer. And actually, wait, it's after we find out, so it's the funeral, the actual funeral, which means not the funeral when she's buried, but the one when we have resolved who did it, and they kind of all meet together. Or was it right after the funeral? David Lynch messes with my mind completely. But what we have is Nadine. And this is interesting to see because there's she's obsessed with the fact that maybe somebody could see her underwear as a reflection in her patent leather shoes. But if I recall correctly, she is wearing a blue rose in that scene. She's dressed in blue. Darn, I have to go and rewatch that episode in particular, but it's a weird kind of game that they're playing in that scene where you have the feeling the rose might be in that shoe. Something is going on with the blue rose and Nadine. Now, whether or not she's going to be, in that respect, a key figure in the third season, I don't know. but I'm super fascinated by it. I'm still extremely upset that Isabella Rossellini was not cast. And I mean, I would hope and figure that after all these years, her and David kind of made up and are friends or whatever. They probably are, because I mean, they're grown-ups. They're not going to be, you know, feuding or whatever the rest of their lives. But my dream would have been to see Josie return as Isabella Rossellini. She might be returning as Monica Bellucci, because Monica Bellucci has this, but I'm not a fan of Monica. Listen, this is with all due respect to Monica. I loved her presence in the Dolce & Gabbana ads in 1991, in the early 90s. You know, she was this innocent but femme fatale from Sicily type of woman, a bombshell, if you may, a brunette bombshell, which I totally get is an inspiration also to kind of to David Lynch's vision and perspective of what a woman is. He casts a lot of women like that, but she kind of lost it for me throughout the years. Yes, she looks gorgeous. Oh, okay. You know, we don't have many Italian actresses that are kind of in that framework. And, you know, she's a lot in France and working with a lot of French filmmakers. I mean, she was married to one, and I don't know if she still is. But anyway, so it's kind of a easy pick. I think it would have been much more complex to have Isabella Rossellini return as Josie, the Italian version of Josie. Why not? It's all a dream anyway, you know, in my personal opinion. And I've mentioned this a year or two back when I made the video talking about Isabella Rossellini in my perspective as the character that should be returning. But by the sheriff power invested in me of Coco Chanel, I have the Coco Sheriff brooch from Paris, Dallas. I call to the arms. I call you, Isabella, you know, make a cameo appearance. Can't they just like attach you in post-production? I mean, look, in the entire mystery, we do have the last disc here somewhere listed, the missing pieces. Now, this is an idea I had. Missing, are we a good time? Oh, okay, time is ticking. Missing pieces, this is a good one. If David and Mark wanted to be really symmetric, and you know, David is a lot about symmetry and a lot about parallel universes, so something that happens, things are slightly off. We know that Fire Walk With Me has recurrent and returning themes where things are just swapped and switched and twisted and turned from what they were, what they looked like, or what they were said to be, or what they were represented as in the Twin Peaks series. And then you get these missing pieces, which is yet another little fraction or key or segment that kind of is another piece of the puzzle. I would love if David and Mark thought about this for the future and had already thought about this and created in advance missing pieces for the third season. So a year later or two after the season airs, whatever, we don't know if we're going to get a fourth season or not, allegedly not, but you never know. But still, to have a couple of those nuggets set, you know, as missing pieces to the third season. Not something, mind you, that would explain more into detail what happened, but just additional beauty, aesthetic to it. And it could be shot later. It doesn't have to be, you know, filmed now. But that's where I mean, you know, Isabella could jump in. It's still not too late. I would love to see the missing pieces of season 3, whatever you want to call it, coming out after season 3, even way after season 3 as a surprise, you know, even 2, 3, 4 years after. Would love that. Would just love that. Especially because, you know, people are going to start talking, they're going to start analyzing, they're going to start bullying each other, you know, this whole freaking, you know, thing, I don't know. You know how people are. They're going to start analyzing something to death. And then I would love to see, you know, David and Mark laugh at all of us for kind of overanalyzing things, because these kind of missing pieces that would come out would kind of prove all of us wrong. You know what I mean? I would love that. I love a kind of slap in your face by Mark and David. You know, slap me, David, anytime. But another point that I wanted to point out. Oh, by the way, I don't know. I'm like all over the place. I don't know if I mentioned, but for Obnoxious and Anonymous, guys, I will be putting a link in the description box down below so you could check out their channel. I love them very much, both of the guys. I mean, I'm saying both the guys because James and Cameron for me are like are the unity, are the yin and the yang. You know, you're like Mark Frost and David Lynch to Twin Peaks. Well, James and Cameron are that to Narcos Anonymous. But anyway, so in the what did they call that one? Oh, God, I just watched it yesterday again and I forgot. When you know, when David sat down to shoot an interview, you know, in the afterlife of Leland Palmer and Laura Palmer, and then in the living interview with Sarah. It's not like, what's it called? God damn it. Firewall feature, the missing pieces, delete alternate special features. Yeah, it's not mentioning it. Okay, well, you know what I mean. They're sitting in this kind of lodge. All is very digitally shot. I don't really like the quality of that shot, but I like the content. And what is very fascinating, what gives us a key, and I said this in a video a year ago, and I'm going to repeat it now, and I'm going to stress on this again. Oh, we're at the 80 minute. My camera's going to die. Quickly, and then we're going to end it here. Sarah kind of puts on her happy face. And she's always been doing that, but now she does it even more. And the actual actress who's Grace Zabriskie, correct me if I'm wrong now, I'm really out of it right now. She is an artist. And I bet with you that David will implement her artworks in this season. They will be in her house. I'm sure they're going to be in the Palmer house somehow. And they are going to be, this is just my thought, they're going to be in some way essential to unlocking the story of Sarah, at least. In which way they will be blended in, I do not know. Prove me wrong, David, but I think we're going to see her artwork in there. And what she mentions about, you know, buying food, grocery shopping, stuff, it's very much the convenience store. So I wonder if she's still into these, if she's still popping pills or not, or if she just has this, if she has developed even further her sensitivity to, maybe she kind of now can, even without taking pills that Leland would kind of, you know, drug her with, overdosing, maybe she can connect to that other world without even having to access, you know, any lodge. And perhaps she's mentioning this, you know, when she's this happy face, I have the feeling it's like a Sarah that is communicating to the characters of the Red Room. Or, you know, from the convenience store, or above the convenience store. And above that convenience store is where she is when she kind of shifts into that, you know, the grimace, and then like poised, and then again grimace, and then poised. So I think that Sarah is going to be also a crucial key to unlocking whatever is we will be seeing in Twin Peaks. Granted, we have a lot of Twin Peaks still happening in Twin Peaks because a lot of shots might be outside of Twin Peaks. We don't know that yet. Anyway, really looking forward to it. If you are interested in the book, I'll also post a link to this, the affiliates link from Amazon to purchase it. What is also great about this book, published in many different languages. Ooh, fabulosity. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video. If you have, please do thumb it up. Let me know what you think about Twin Peaks in the comment section down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Another scoopity-doopity news, which already everybody who's a fan of Twin Peaks knows probably, Pop Funko vinyl figures are coming out. If they're not already out in a store near you, adorable. I'm not the type of person that falls for these things. Actually, I am. And Twin Peaks is definitely one of them. But also the reaction figures of Twin Peaks are coming out by the same company to die for. I can't wait. I'm gonna get them. I'm a sucker for these things. Total sucker for these things. And I'm gonna get them as soon as they come out. Kill me. What you gonna do? Shoot me, because I never give up on love. Love you guys. See you soon. Take care. Bye.